Alright, we're going to start this kind of over. Go over a couple. This is going to just be one side of my action figures here. I'm going to try and do a couple of different parts. Do just a little bit more on it. We're starting up here. This is Spawn Mutations. We've got Lilith. Next we got over here, we got the Malbosia. Back up a little bit. Then we've got Ken, which is actually Billy Kincaid, like mutated from hell. This is Al Simmons brought back to life. Then we got Spawn. This is Spawn, like if he turned into demon form, stuff like that. Over here we got Spawn Regenerated. This is the version that was released basically to your non like Walmarts and stuff like that. Not so kid friendly. He's got the skulls in it. His face is a little bit more beat up. And this one here, we've got no skulls. His face isn't all. I mean, it's still kind of grotesque, but no open mouth, things like that. Move over here. We got Lotus Warrior Angel. She has a basically like a breast cover and pants. And then this this Lotus Warrior Angel, she doesn't have one, and well, she still has the pants, I guess, but you can see her breasts more. This guy here is called Digger, the Digger. Basically, once again, Walmart. They didn't want anything with the name Gravedigger in there, and so he's called the Digger. No grotesque little hands and stuff sticking up, unlike this guy here. So you guys see the difference there. Anyway, they will carry the monster truck Gravedigger, which has kind of a cemetery scene and stuff on it, so I don't really know. Cyber Spawn, Commando Spawn, pretty cool guy, and then the Mandarin Spawn. Move over here, and we've got the two versions of Cagliostro. I don't remember exactly which one came first. And then there's Necroplasm Spawn, and then a keychain. And then down here, this is Dark Ages. A couple different versions of these. This is Valkyrie. Both of these are Valkyrie. You can kind of see the differences that they've got going on. Moving over into here, this is Berserker, the Troll. Like I said, these are two different versions of him. So get around my. And then this is Dark Raider, and once again, two different. They just put out two different versions of these guys. I'm not really sure why. Spawn the Blood Axe, two different versions. A little bit harder to see, but it's just basically his helmet in these ones. Try to get that glare out of there. But you can kind of see, you know, the different versions. So, and then Skull Splitter, you know, you can see the different versions in these guys. Gosh dang it, that glare. Sorry about that, guys. Goddess Lyra. I had only one version of these guys here. This is Nightmare Spawn. Lord Covenant. Spawn the Marauder. And Spawn 11. Kind of cool one. And then Necrocop. And they have a version out there where he's completely clear. And it's a pretty hard version to find, but if you find it, I'd say pick it up. Pirate Spawn. Now I got two versions here, not not the same one. You can kind of see here, he's got a rifle, and over here he's got a sword, and then up here a pistol, and then over here he's got the sword up there. So, but everything else is pretty much the same paint job and stuff. Alien Spawn. This guy's yellow. This one's green. So that's your big difference between those two. Nothing sculpt difference. She Spawn version 2. And then here we've got Raven Spawn. This is a really cool figure. I mean, just really cool. Very, very nice. And then Wings of Redemption. Once again, these were, man, this Spawn just, I mean, Todd McFarlane, he just ruled. He just really did. He did a beautiful job. And then I don't know why they just kind of stopped, but they did. And then okay, now I got 2 Zeras, and once again, one with this, and then one with not. I don't know what you really call those. It's not a, I don't know. Anyway, but up on her pedestal, and pretty nice. Ninja Spawn, only one version. He's pretty cool though. And then the Disciple. I thought it would have been really cool if he'd lit up, but. And then the Man of Miracles. And then here's 2 more of that Viking Age Bluetooth, kind of a human version. This is human, but obviously a little more, you know, you can see in their faces and stuff. So, moving on down here, we've got 2 different versions here of Hellspawn. These are, I think this one was made more for, I don't know. I don't remember which one was made more for Walmart, but one of them was. You know, difference is big hook in here, and here he's just got a big old staff. So, and then that Spawn. Getting into these right here. A lot of this is done off artwork. Sorry for this red light. It's not me. It's nobody getting ready to shoot me. It's my camera. And these were taken off like just artwork that. Different artists did, and once again, here's 2 different versions. This guy, Sam, smoking cigarettes. This one, where he was produced where little kids could see him, he's got toothpicks. So, but he's still extremely overweight. They didn't have a problem with that. This is an exclusive, Collectors Club exclusive, Spawn, big old gargoyle. And then the Spawn kind of squatting down, coming down a wall, I think. And then they call this Jazz Hands. And you can see he's kind of, the ta-ta, or whatever. Sorry for the sound effect. Then this is just Spawn in his, well, old days. Shoot, I gotta hurry here. Okay. This is another just a Hell Spawn. And then we got 2 versions of Santa Spawn, one with the mask and one without the mask. And then we've got 2 versions of this Spawn. Gosh, it's kind of hard to see. We can kind of see right up in here, right there, his mask, and then no mask. That's his mouth, and that's like a worm coming out. This is Billy Kincaid. This is the artist Spawn. This is after he's been killed. It says, boys scream and girls scream, so I made him scream and scream and scream. And he's been impaled and stuff with popsicle sticks. So here we've got Trimmer, kind of Trimmer. And we've got Tiffany, pretty nice, jump in the air. This is one of my favorites. This is the Black Knight Spawn. This is the artist Spawn. Just some beautiful stuff here. This is from the cover. You can see the cover there. See the different colors in it from Fire. I'll show you what they did with that in a second. This is kind of like when he did Spider-Man #1, and he did Spider-Man squatting down. There's the curse. And then here's that version. See how he's colored there, and then they actually did it almost like he's standing in front of fire. Okay. Get over to this guy here. This is just a Spawn, another Spawn. Here's a Gunslinger Spawn. He's actually a lot taller. You have to hook his legs on with his boots, stuff like that. Here is a Wanda, as she appeared on the wedding day. And then here's a Vandalizer, pretty nice. Clown, and he's got some bones. And then here's the exclusive, where he's got actually some human arms, and then the guy down there. And actually, real quick, I gotta end this and then I'll start over. This is kind of what the guy looks like and stuff. So, alright, but I'm gonna end this one, and then I'll pick up with a part 2 here in a second, because as you can see, I've got some more to go through, but they only allow 10-minute videos. So, I'll be back in a little bit.